we always kind of discuss the Cowan situation, or whoever the third guy is on an established line, as if it goes poorly, or the understanding that the best player is going to be consulted, right? And understanding that Berube every once in a while is going to check in with Matthews. What do you think? How's it feel for you? What kind of looks are you getting with him? And sometimes, I think the natural reaction or projection is to lean negative. Like if it doesn't go right, these guys will say, you got to give me somebody else.
Right.
But it can swing the other way. And this is where it becomes, the possibility for a magical situation for Easton Cowan. If the big dog vouches for you, you're playing with him, right?
Yeah.
Like, yes, he may go against you. He may or may not, and then you're not. But if Berube asks Matthews, what do you think of this kid? And he goes, I like him, keep him with me. He's staying with him. So he needs to make sure Auston is happy before Craig is happy, before anyone else is happy.
That's true.
Because if Auston is vouching for him and Matthews is feeling it, and I thought Matthews looked pretty good last night, and again, that top line, they looked good, and everyone was getting cookies, and, it was a fun game. It turned into be a pretty entertaining game. But Cowan, the guy he's really auditioning for is 34. That's who he needs in his corner. And it looked like he was pretty happy with him last night, and he probably should be.
Yeah, I mean, we even talked about it the game before against Detroit. Cowan puts Matthews in on a breakaway. I said, if Matthews scores on that breakaway against Talbot and they win the game, that was Cowan's first point. But that was a beautiful play in the neutral zone there. And he, Auston mirrors the puck. Cowan gets it to him. Little turnover. Away you go. Get the assist. This was
a sick play by both of them. Like Matthews stopping on a dime like that. Like that was – Knies I thought was outstanding last night.
Yeah.
I thought Knies was really good. And
I thought their goaltender, he might as well take his jersey off after the first.
Well, what's he going to do on that one? Like, he's not
that's the only
that.
good goal that was really scored. The John Tavares one, he was in the corner. He might as well shot it in himself. Ridiculous. And that Bobby McMahon goal was outrageous. It's not NHL goaltending. It was terrible. Like I'm good for the Leafs, but I'm looking at that Annunen going, what the hell is he doing in the net?
Well,
it's ridiculous.
That's why he's jumped around and he's a backup in Nashville.
Well, even the other, like I get that Marcia so waves at that, but that McCabe goal was like a shot from the point. Like I don't know what was
from the
going
point.
on.
Hey, you gotta have it.
Guy getting offense from the point.
Hayes, you're so right about Easton Cowan and Matthews. I can remember when I got my duty of centering Brendan Shanahan, and I got injured. So I get injured, and then this guy gets called up from the minors, and Shanny starts ripping home goals. And I'm watching this from the press box, and I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm getting healthy and just going back on that line. So that's just all kinds of, like you think about it every day, and it takes a while. Like he's a 20-year-old rookie for him to say, like there's some guys that go to the rink and there's different color practice jerseys where you know what color your practice jersey is going to be. Yeah. And until it probably not going to be all year where he feels comfortable that he's going to have the same color as Auston Matthews, right? Because it's just there's a lot of moving parts.
Very early.
And
they played 4 games. He's played 2. He didn't even play the first 2 games.
The team has to have success. The line has to have success. He's got to feel comfortable. He still has all these things going on around him where he's getting comfortable with the league, doesn't know what tuna tartare is. There's just a lot of things going on for him and a lot of things to worry about, especially when you know you're going on the ice. And fighters have always talked about pressure, about, I got to fight that guy tomorrow night. Knowing you got to produce offense with the best player on the team on a nightly basis, and your positioning on the team depends on it, that's a tough gig, man.
Yeah, there's anxiety that can come with that, for sure.
Yeah, it's not like the London Knights where you're just going to go out there and stay on the ice for 2 minutes and do whatever you want and dangle and points. Well, it's like it's the real deal. Like you're playing with one of the best players in the world, and it's got to go for him for you to kind of stay there.
And you'll see, though, if he struggles a little bit, you'll see him go down the lineup and then maybe back up. I just don't think – I think Easton Cowan's first year, especially early on here, there will be some ups and downs. There may be a pocket where he's on fire, feels good, and you're right, 34 goes, we got to play with this guy, or we want him on the line. And then there might be some growing pains where it's like, okay, pushed out of a game for 2 or 3 games. Somebody else goes in there, and he goes down the lineup and plays third or fourth line minutes, but then gets his way back up there. Like it's this is just the start of his career. Like, this is literally, we're watching the start of this kid's career. We've known about him for years because he's a draft pick and winning in London and all of that. But literally, he's just starting his career. It's exciting to see, what his ceiling is going to be. But it's going to be an up and down year for him. There's going to be a lot of great storylines for him.
Well, and this is something that I'm certain they don't consider, nor should they. Craig Berube is a coach in a professional sports league. His job is to win. But it's a very entertaining story, and it's a very good distraction. And it's something that I feel like the fan base is gravitating towards, right? There hasn't been a young guy coming up in a while. Knies was the last one, and that was a few years ago. Yeah. Prior to that, you got to go back 10 years. Like 10 years ago when Matthews and Marner and Nylander showed up. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
And there is something very refreshing about the story with a team that, again, is very familiar, very similar, kind of old, set in their ways, going about their business. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's actually advantageous in sports, and I think it will benefit them long term, is that, continuity and the average age of the team. But from a fan perspective, the Cowan story is intoxicating.
It's fun.
It's absolutely. And let's face it, it's not as fun if he's on the fourth line playing 8 minutes.
Right.
Like, what makes it particularly fun and a distraction from the guy who left and everything else that happened over the offseason is he's playing with Matthews and Knies, and he's playing big minutes and he's getting rave reviews. And, I think they're protecting him pretty well in terms of he's not doing the intermission stuff. And last night it was McCabe and Matthews and, they're not going to – the Leafs, they know kind of how to run this business and this operation, and they're going to try to –
we love asking in this city, like, every single person in the organization about one guy. It's like –
yeah.
It gets a little bit
McCabe
much.
scores a goal, and they're like, what do you make of Cowan's game?
That's what's happen. That's what's going to happen.
No, I know, but the guy rips home a goal. He doesn't score that much, and it's just like, I think it was Masters. Yeah. Obviously, it was Masters.
You think Easton Cowan?
First question, he's like, Cowan's game? Like it or not?
It's so good, though. It
was like Justin Leonard at the British Open, where he shot 65, and the guy goes, what did you think of Tiger's 63? And he's like, what the hell are you talking about?
And you're right with McCabe, because he may have had whiplash when they said Masters wants to talk to you. I don't recall the last time that guy ever did an intermission.
Dude, I don't either. I don't remember.
It's great, though.
Him on the team, the Leaf games I've done, I don't remember him ever doing that.
No.
It is. It's great, though. I mean, he scores a goal, and you interview him, and then Masters goes, what do you make of Easton Cowan's game? And it's like, he's getting better every shift. Like, he answered it awesome. You know what?
They've all been good.
And
the worst part, Noodles, is if you're if you're in the dumps and you get benched and then someone just throws a microphone in front of you, you're like, Easton Cowan, thoughts on that little stud? Yeah. And you're like, I don't even care to talk to you about anything, let alone this rookie that's stealing the spotlight.